What if I told you that a civilization from over 5,000 years ago still influences our world today? Ancient Egypt, a land of pharaohs, pyramids, and profound mysteries. This civilization thrived along the fertile banks of the Nile River. The Nile's predictable flooding allowed Egyptians to develop a stable agricultural economy. From small tribes, they evolved into a powerful society with remarkable achievements. The unification of Upper and Lower Egypt around 3100 BC marked the beginning of a grand era. Pharaoh Menes, often identified with Narmer, was the first to rule this unified land. Egypt's history is divided into periods of stability and chaos, known as the Old, Middle, and New Kingdoms. The Old Kingdom saw the construction of the iconic pyramids of Giza. These monumental structures were built with advanced techniques and immense labor. The Middle Kingdom was a time of cultural renaissance and prosperity. Pharaohs of this era focused on land reclamation and irrigation projects. The New Kingdom marked Egypt's peak, with vast territories under its control. Pharaohs like Thutmose III expanded Egypt's influence through military conquests. Queen Hatshepsut, one of the few female pharaohs, left a legacy of impressive building projects. However, Egypt's power began to wane after the New Kingdom. Foreign invasions by the Hyksos, Nubians, and Assyrians challenged Egyptian dominance. The Ptolemaic kingdom, established after Alexander the Great's conquest, was the last Egyptian dynasty. Cleopatra VII, the last Ptolemaic ruler, famously fell to the Roman Empire. Despite political turmoil, Egypt's culture and innovations continued to flourish. The Egyptians developed a sophisticated writing system known as hieroglyphs. Their achievements in medicine, mathematics, and engineering were unparalleled. The construction of temples, obelisks, and tombs showcased their architectural prowess. Egyptian art, with its distinctive style, has inspired countless generations. The belief in an afterlife led to elaborate burial practices and mummification. Pharaohs were buried with treasures to ensure their journey to the afterlife. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922 revealed the splendor of these ancient burials. Trade with neighboring regions brought wealth and exotic goods to Egypt. The Egyptians' ability to adapt and innovate ensured their civilization's longevity. Today, the ruins of ancient Egypt continue to captivate and intrigue us. The legacy of this remarkable civilization lives on in our art, architecture, and culture. Ancient Egypt, a timeless testament to human ingenuity and resilience. The race of the ancient Egyptians has been a topic of heated debate for centuries. Ancient Egyptian art depicts a variety of skin tones, from light to dark. The Egyptians themselves classified people by their skin color and distinctive features. In the 18th and 19th centuries, racial theories began to emerge, sparking controversy. Scholars used craniometry and anthropometry to argue about the Egyptians' racial identity. Some believed Egyptian culture was influenced by Afro-Asiatic-speaking populations. Others pointed to influences from Nubian groups or even European populations. The debate intensified with the abolitionist movement in the United States. Arguments about the Egyptians' race were used to justify or challenge slavery. In 1974, a UNESCO symposium brought international scholars together to discuss the issue. Most scholars at the symposium favored a hypothesis of a mixed population. A minority argued for a homogeneous African population. Modern scholars reject the notion of ancient Egypt as a white or black civilization. They argue that applying modern racial categories to ancient Egypt is anachronistic. Skin color varied among the peoples of Lower Egypt, Upper Egypt, and Nubia. Despite foreign invasions, Egypt's demographics remained relatively stable. French philosopher Volney described the ancient Egyptians as true Negroes. Georges Cuvier, a leading scientist, considered the Egyptians to be Caucasian. The debate continued with scholars like Champollion and Maspero weighing in. The 19th century abolitionist movement further fueled the controversy. Josiah C. Nott and George Glidden argued that Egyptians were Caucasians. Samuel George Morton claimed that Negroes in Egypt were servants and slaves. Cheikh Anta Diop's black hypothesis proposed a homogeneous African population. Diop's views were met with numerous objections at the 1974 UNESCO Symposium. Modern genetic studies have advanced our understanding of human population history. Most biological anthropologists now reject the notion of race in human biology. Frank J. Yurko emphasized the diversity of ancient Egypt's population. Scholars like Miriam Lichtheim and Bernard R. Ortiz de Montellano support this view. The debate over the race of notable individuals like Tutankhamun and Cleopatra continues. Cleopatra's ancestry is often debated, with some claiming she was of African descent. The controversy over the race of the ancient Egyptians remains unresolved, but it continues to captivate and challenge our understanding of history. Thanks for following. Don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell to receive all the latest news about the greatest battles and the secrets of wars that change the course of history. See you in the next episode, where history is told as it has never been told before.